Hey everybody, this is Dave. I work in the R&D department at Origin Oil. I wanted to make a couple videos to show you guys sort of our process. I realize that even the people who use our machines on a regular basis don't always get to see what happens inside them. So this is a 10-liter acrylic tank. I use it typically when new samples come in and people want to know if our technology can be used with their unknown sample. Then I put 10 liters of their sample into this box. It has a single electrode. This is a donating anode. We use lots of different materials. This one happens to be magnesium, and of course you can do this without donating anodes. But that's what we're using right now so that I can calculate, well, when I do get a new feed, I can calculate the operating parameters of a larger machine. This has none of the hydraulics, none of the hydraulic engineering of the larger machines, and typically what we see is the larger machines perform better because of course there's no way to remove the mat once it forms in this tank. But in any case, I wanted to show you the gas generation. And turn on the power here, and you can see just an enormous amount of bubbles. This is fresh water. The conductivity is very low, but I have no trouble hitting 40 amps here. I'm going to turn that down quite a bit to 10 amps. That's much more reasonable. And you can see that these micro bubbles just fill the entire container. My tests typically happen at 5 amps, and I also wanted to show you that I have been unable to electrocute myself so far, touch wood, doing these experiments. Everything is finger safe, just like our larger machines. Now this gas, we are forming, forming the magnesium salts, and they do not typically contribute to the turbidity of the water. This is all bubbles here, and eventually we would see a thin layer of magnesium at the surface, but translucent. This gas is from the electrolysis of water, so we're getting oxygen and hydrogen. And I also wanted to show you that you really cannot light this thing on fire unless you actually collect it. If you bother to collect it in a container like this, then there will be a very small pop as it goes back to water vapor. Okay, so that is the gas generation. You'll be able to see how long these microbubbles persist, which is why this is such an effective system. You can produce more gas than just about any other way of doing it, any other DAF systems or Venturis or anything like that. The bubbles are so tiny. So in the next video I'll show you how we can actually collect solids using this.